Still on justice for Mohbad, Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo thought it's going to be over after the interview. She never knew that na the beginning of her exposure na im be this one. So my people, make una come hear matter. Hey. Imagine wetin Wunmi dey talk on live say her father-in-law dey after property, but na that same father-in-law na im dey fight for justice for im son all this while. You wey no dey after property, you don give up for the justice since. So many things, my people, so many secrets come dey exposed for inside this very matter, inside this very update. Things and things really happen. Make I no come dey tell una wetin sup. Make una come, make we follow watch am together. But before then, I still remember una humble Gary Keys. Na me dey bring una latest of all legit info. If you never subscribe to this channel, make una dey help us to subscribe. Hit on the notification bell so they go notify you anytime we drop latest ogbonge tori like this. Let's go there, guys.
My baby, my father-in-law wanted to be in control of my husband's properties.
If your son and I are married today, what will you try?
One thing I will tell you is that even if the whole world do not believe what I've been saying, you know deep down that you maltreated my husband. It has really gotten to a point that I speak up right and silent.
Come for me. Without going into all of the things that have happened,
Yeah.
how are you?
You just asked a very huge question.
Yeah.
I would say I'm fine because, you know, my sadness is not going to change anything. So, regardless of whatever I feel,
Yeah.
at least I'm still here, still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say I'm fine.
So in this answer, you talked about sadness.
Yeah,
And again, there's a lot that has happened.
yeah, a lot.
First, obviously, I know that the loss of your husband.
Nínú interview yìí, tẹ́ bá notice ẹ ti mọ̀ pé Wunmi mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ lọ sọ́dọ̀ èèyàn tó jẹ́ títí tiẹ̀. Kò lè lọ any radio station anyhow because wọ́n á bí ní question tó jẹ́ pé òun gan ò ní expect. Kó lọ sí station tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò mọ̀ rí. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé èèyàn títí tiẹ̀ ló lọ bá láti fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ títí ẹ̀. Kóun lọ sí Arise, kò ṣe lọ sí Arise or kó lọ sí Bẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀. Question tó máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ òun gan ò ní expect ẹ̀.
Has been the biggest of all of this.
Yeah.
What is the saddest thing for you in all the things that have happened after? For a grieving widow who has less than
5-month-old baby.
years at the time of the passing.
Yeah.
What has been the saddest thing that has happened since this?
I feel like the saddest thing I've experienced so far is the fact that the person that's supposed to be in guard for my late husband, this person that's supposed to be my son and highest protector, is our chief prosecutor.
Right.
And he's been everywhere trying to, recruit people to turn against my son and I, both online and offline. Like it's been from one thread to another.
This is Mohbad's father. You're talking
Yeah,
about.
my
Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ṣé rí pé ọmọ òṣì lọmọ yìí?
father-in-law. Yeah,
Father-in-law.
yeah. So it's been from one thread to another.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ti bí ṣe ń play lọ yìí, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ interject, ẹ lè sọ fún mi kí n pause kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Ṣó yé yín? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ interject lórí panel, and if you want to join our panel, you can come up. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ interject, ẹ kàn ní kí n pause ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ti rí point tọ̀dọ̀ ti yín. Am I making sense?
We no longer feel safe. Like, I literally get death threat almost every day.
Uncle Lati, ṣé
I barely go out.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ ní?
Cool.
Uncle Lati,
Yes.
ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ ní torí it
Yes,
is monetized. Àwọn kan wà tẹ́ nílé wò tẹ́ bá subscribe. Okay.
Mo èmi ti download ẹ̀ láti gbà wò. Ó wà lórí page mi gan látànà, full ẹ̀. Mo ti release full ẹ̀ gan látànà. Ó wà lórí page tá fi ń ṣe show yìí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. So tẹ́ bá fẹ́ interject, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀, ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
But my baby, his grandchild also, he's been deprived of so many childhood memories, but there's nothing for me to do than just to see how things goes.
What's the problem with your father-in-law exactly?
Yeah,
between you and him?
Yeah, so I feel like the problem is just about family disputes.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem is more like a competition between him and Liam.
Ṣé báwo ní ibo ni bàbá ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe competition bàbá ń bá Liam ṣe competition irú English wèrè wo lọmọ yìí ń lò? Bàbá ń bá Liam, common Liam, baby Liam, bàbá ń bá ṣe competition lórí kíni? Ní ọ̀nà wo ni bàbá fi bá ṣe competition?
Property ló ń sọ. Oh, she's talking about property.
I know.
Baba do property.
Yẹ kó lo English pé bàbá ń bá Liam ṣe competition.
Nǹkan tó ń sọ náà nìyẹn because wọ́n fẹ́ wíìlì property Mohbad fún Liam. And òun dẹ̀ feel pé bàbá ń jà títorí property reason tó ṣe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Níbo ni bàbá ti mention property láti ọjọ́ tí bàbá yìí ti ń jà? Day one tí bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilé. Mi ò rò pé bàbá tún mẹ́nu kọbẹ̀ mọ́. Látijọ́ tí bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀. Day one tó ti lọ interview bàbá nínú sitting room. Mi ò rò pé bàbá tún mẹ́nu kọ property or mẹ́nu kọ ilẹ̀ kankan mọ́.
Your father-in-law and your son.
Yes.
A competition.
It sounds funny, but that's the actual truth.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, because after the death of my husband, a lot happened, and my father-in-law wanted to be in control
of
my husband's properties.
Right.
The fact that there is Liam in the picture, because there was one time I actually called him to ask him, like, what happened? What do we do to deserve all of this? Like, why have you been out there defaming your grandchild and me? And he was like, why do I have to take Liam away from him? Why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place on the island? That means that is my husband rented apartment. Right. That was not supposed to bring him over to meet him in a corridor, because himself and my mother-in-law are not in good terms.
Right.
He was just trying to manipulate me.
Yes,
so,
So your father-in-law and your mother-in-law are not on good terms.
Yeah.
Right. So he was not asking, why did you take this?
Yes, to the after my husband's demise.
Yes, right.
So I explained to him, I made him understand that my mother-in-law has been the only one asking of Liam. He never did. Instead, he was always online defaming us, and then I apologized to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I apologized. I told him I was sorry that I would bring him over to him.
When was this?
That was I think 3 weeks after my husband's demise. Then it was like I started going online talking about the DNA.
Yes.
And
So he had already started talking about the DNA.
DNA, yes. That was when I called him.
Right, that's when you now called him.
Yes. So he made me understand that why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place? Like, is it not the owner of his grandchild? Like, trying to make me feel like a bad person. But I understand where he was heading to. So I just had to apologize.
Wunmi, you are a bad person. Oh, bad gan. Baddest the gan yẹn.
Ọmọ àlè tí ẹ ni ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ òun ló pe bàbá tó ń ṣépè fún bàbá lórí fóònù oníwọ pé bàbá ó bẹ bàbá he was asking him why did he take this girl wọ́n ti kọ then this Tuesday wọ́n ní láti call bọ̀bọ̀ yìí out because wọ́n mọ̀ gbé Wunmi lọ sí orí platform ẹni because wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó ní large platform lórí Facebook lórí YouTube òun lọ ṣe gbé lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn ó ṣe lọ sí any other place.
bírì ni wọ́n mà náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn lánàá gidi gan.
wọ́n ti kọ lẹ́tà sí.
ọ̀rọ̀ ti bombard page ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ lánàá.
yes he is a disappointment.
ọ̀nẹ́gbọ̀n yẹn gan ti pé into order yìí pé kí ló dé tó grant interview pẹ̀lú ọmọ burúkú yìí.
àwọn ará ẹ̀ lọ ní kó lọ bẹ̀ ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé Yomi ti ń bá tiwọn jẹ́.
ẹgbẹ́dọ̀ náà ti ẹ̀ka ẹ̀tọ́.
Ẹ káàsán.
Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí interview yìí and mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn abiyamọ ká farabalẹ̀ ká wo interview yẹn because ìgbà tí mo wo interview sì tó ti bọ́ta nísìn mo realize pé àwọn tó ń gbèjẹ́ mi ò mọ bí tó forí wọn sí tí wọn pọ̀ mọ́ into order. The first I have points in interview. The first point I'll first mention is about one, ó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ DNA. Ní pé bàbá ó sọ pé tí àwọn bá ṣe DNA, bàbá sọ pé kò má mú DNA yẹn bọ́ta. Forgetting pé rẹ́kọ̀dù ti wà nílẹ̀. Níbi tí Wunmi ti sọ fún àwọn bàbá, according báwọn bàbá ṣe sọ pé tí DNA bá jáde káwọn máa announce ẹ̀. Bóyá Wunmi ti gbàgbé. Point number one ló fi gbàgbé kó tó ṣe interview yìí. Ó ti ṣùtà rẹ̀ níbi bẹ̀yẹn. Number two, mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wo body language Wunmi àti bọ̀bọ̀ tó interview Wunmi. Wunmi ṣe mistake láwọn ibìkan tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn fi body language dá lóhùn pé bóyá kò jẹ́ kó sọ àwọn nǹkan yìí. Ẹ wo dáadáa, ẹ wo fídíò yẹn dáadáa. Body language, because àwa kan wà tó jẹ́ pé tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ a máa read mind a dẹ̀ máa read body language, kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń tú síta. Ẹ wo body language. Ìkẹta òun ní pé oh my God, mo ti lose. Anyway, ṣá.
Ó sì lè pè padà. Ó sì lè pè padà.
Ìyẹn bó ti lè pè padà bọ̀ lórí méjì yẹn, ó ti ṣùtà rẹ̀ lálákọ̀ọ́kọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ DNA tó yẹ kó wọ́n lọ sọ fún bàbá yìí pé bàbá o tó bá ṣe DNA kọ́ má gbé síta fáwọn èèyàn kó jẹ́ láàrin wọn.
Ìjọ wo máa gbọ́ àbí ìjọ wo ló tiẹ̀ wà nínú rẹ́kọ̀dù pé ó pe bàbá ó bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ amicably láti yọ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Yẹn jáde ó dà pé mo gbọ́ mọ́nà àwọn bàbá ní prove pé òun ló sọ pé kọ́dà pé ló kọ lẹ́tà àkọ́dì bó ṣe gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn iṣu ó ní ó ti ṣùtà rẹ̀ níbi bẹ̀yẹn ṣó ti yé yín. So gbogbo rọ́ tó pa àwọn èèyàn tó support ẹ̀ tó pé wọlé kọ́ máa sọ fún pé kò tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kó irú interview to grant ẹ̀jẹ̀ mo tún rántí ìkẹta ní pé nínú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí lady yìí sọ láti A to Z kò síbi kankan tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa òun support justiceformohbad àbọ̀ òun jà fún ọkọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ property yìí ṣáà ló ń tẹnu mọ́ because nínú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mi ò rí point pé okay this is what killed my husband, oh my God ẹ mú kéèyàn máa mọ̀nà kéèyàn kó máa tá lára mo ò rí that pain in Wunmi kò mi ò mọ̀ bóyá àwọn èèyàn gẹ̀ẹ́tì mi kò sí pain ipe tẹ bá rí bó ṣe pọ̀ ọkọ mi ojú mi ò gbà nǹkan tó pọ̀ ọkọ mi rèé. I didn't see it in this girl. This girl was just talking about property that Baba want to do this. Why is that property? For you to know, if not because of that property, we'll go ṣe fi ọwọ́ rẹ̀ pọ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀. Nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn ṣé sà.
Thank you.
Just to make things, to make things calm. Then I asked him again, like, what happened? Why are you doing this to me? Then he responded by saying, he's sure that a lot of people would have called me to tell me what he wants. And truly, a lot of people called me, my dad, my mother-in-law, my husband's friend, and
ó yẹ kẹ́ lọ gbé péèjì bọ̀bọ́ ìwálẹ̀ ni. Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ mo wò kó jẹ́
yóò. Ọ̀gá sọmọdà láti mo kí gbogbo ilé. Ṣé rí bọ̀bọ̀ tó ṣe interview fún Wunmi, ó wà lára àwọn tó pa Mohbad.
Deborah tún dé o.
Bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ó wà lára àwọn tó pa Mohbad.
Deborah ti parí.
Deborah ṣe ṣe inú ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ ti rí yẹn. Lẹ́nu ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Tó fẹ́ kó lọ jẹ́jọ́.
Ẹ̀mí ló sọ yẹn.
Ó lọ jẹ́jọ́ ìyọ̀mí bàbá wa àdé orúkọ ẹ̀ mọ́ wọn, ó máa lọ jẹ́jọ́.
Ṣé bàbá òṣì yìí ọlọ́pàá ń pè ní tó tún lọ ráyè grant interview tó ń bá ṣe.
Ó lọ sọ fọlọ́pàá kó lọ gbọ́ interview òun ni.
Kí ló ń wá kiri ọmọ òṣì yìí?
to tell me and he told my father whatever that belongs to my husband I know that I have access to, I should make sure that I hand over everything to him, including the landed property God for Liam. So I told.
Níbo ni bàbá ti pe gẹ́yì tí Ọlọ́run ló mà ní kí bàbá néèyàn lẹ́yìn o. Níbo ni bàbá ti pe gẹ́yì láti jọ́ ta ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ justiceformohbad. Tọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ property lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Wọ́n tó yẹ pé day one tọ́n ti sin Mohbad lẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà. Hello.
Ìwé sọ fún àǹtí Deborah pé kọ́mẹ́dì ló kù tó máa ṣe báyìí. Ṣé fẹ́ jẹ́ ká tọ̀ sára ni?
Deborah.
The same thing that he has been telling people, like, this is what these people are telling me. And I made him understand that, Daddy, you have, like, my husband got through 2 lands before he came, one in Ekiti and one in Ikorodu. Like, why do you want to take the one that belongs to Liam?
Right.
Then he was like, I shouldn't question him that is what he wants.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ olórí ẹbí ṣé mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ sà?
Why not?
mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe
orí ọmọ yẹn ti dàrú.
ó dẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́.
ohun kò lò ṣẹ́yìn ṣẹ́ ń gbọ́ ni a ti gbọ́ lánàá kan.
ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ni nà.
a ti gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ ọmọ mi ṣọ́kẹ́ fún aṣẹ́ṣẹ́ òkú àná ni.
gbogbo tó ń sọ yóò tẹ̀ kó surprise èmi ṣe irọ́ kan gidi kan wà tí Wùmí ṣe pa ẹ̀ ṣe máa gbọ́ bóyá kí n sọ fún yín sí ìgbà tí mo gbọ́ dé stage kan Wùmí said nígbà tí bàbá dé tán dé ilé àwọn nígbà tí Mohbad kú ó ní àwọn ti fẹ́ lọ pe ọlọ́pàá tó máa arrest nurse ó ní bàbá wa sọ fún ó ní bàbá láti máa sọ fún nurse pé kí nurse yẹn máa lọ kó máa lọ pé bàbá said the nurse should go mo ní Wùmí pa pẹpẹ rọ
gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ nínú kinní yẹn ó blackmail bàbá látòkèdélẹ̀ ni ó rò fún
látòkèdélẹ̀ irọ́ tí gbogbo nǹkan tí Wùmí sọ pé
kí ni legal team wa ń ṣe báyìí ṣáà ní legal team bàbá yìí torí Yọ̀mí ni.
so èmi expect
legal team wo ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ tó wọ́n.
question tí mo fẹ́ béèrè yín sí iná ni ẹ̀ mo kàn dúró kí mọ́mì ẹ̀ bó nìkan sọ̀rọ̀ tòun ni Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kán sọ̀rọ̀ tó question mo fẹ́ fi yín ní ìlú
èmi fi pé nbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé dúró yìí nígbà tí bàbá yọjú síbẹ̀ tó gbọ́ pé ọmọ yẹn kú èmi rò pé ó yẹ kí bàbá sọ nǹkan tí Blessing sọ fún wọn at this point wípé nǹkan tí Blessing sọ fún mi rèé.
ẹ ó dọ̀ mí bí ká.
bàbá lè fi gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ pé bàbá ti ìwé tó bá lè fi wọ́n lè fọ́ lọ báyọ̀ ìjọba máa bá wọn kọ̀pẹ́tísà ní ìjọba yìí ní ìsinmi báyìí yọ̀wé gbùdù nìyẹn ìgbàjú wá pépà yìí o bí bàbá náà gbé wọn kọ̀ fáyọ̀ ọdún àtọ́jú ẹ̀mí ọjọ́ gbẹ̀lẹ̀ ó ti bá dáa tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ bí bàbá lè lọ báyọ̀ ọ̀gá bá gbé ìgò kalẹ̀ ní ìṣòro máa bá wọn kọ̀pẹ́tísà yẹn confam ó dẹ̀ máa bá wọn ní ìwé ní kò pẹ́ rárá tó bá ní bàbá lè gbé ìgò kalẹ̀ kọ́pì yọ̀gbẹ̀ báwo ló wá bá wọn kọ́ pẹ̀lú ilé ìlànà fún ìgbà tó yẹ lọ́tọ̀ lẹ́pọ̀ bá wọn kọ́ ọ̀gá bá ti ṣe lójú ti ní orúkọ ẹ̀ ṣe lójú ìtòyí àtẹ́kọ̀ bàbá.
ó ti néèlì bàbá tán ó ti néèlì bàbá yìí.
ó ti pa bàbá táyé lóṣù ayé yóò bá mi lọ bá yọ̀ mí òkú Yọ̀mí ní pẹ̀lú fídíò yìí ò yọ bàmí tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ti dàbí pé ìyá gbélé jẹ́ kó gbogbo
ọlọ́pàá yìí ní ọlọ́wà ẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀.
ẹ mọ̀ pé kún ìmọ̀dá ti dẹ́sẹ̀ kó padà nǹkan tó kọ fún nìyẹn.
gbogbo àwọn tó ń support Yọ̀mí àwọn ish àwọn
tó ń support bàbá
and the like bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń support bàbá Yọ̀mí lọ búrẹ́ pásọ̀ mọ́ ìyá ọ́ lè sọ fún Yọ̀mí Yọ̀mí ọ̀nà káwọn ti pé lọ bàbá lọ́rọ̀ yìí.
hello.
Uncle àti Ṣẹ́gun.
Emotional intelligence ẹni wọn fi lé ìgbà bàbá. Àwọn sójà bàbá they should face the reality in tó wà ground nǹkan jẹ́ ká dojú dé báyìí. Kí ló fi Mr. Yọ̀mí lẹ̀ kó máa ṣe títí tiẹ̀? You don't need to wọn ní láti castigate bọ̀bọ̀ yìí. Kó fi ilẹ̀ èyí tó jẹ́ ìṣòro tó jẹ́ kókó orí ìṣòro gangan kó wá ló ṣe máa tákùn lédè yìí. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣe lánàá. People may not understand this. But she's on top of the game o. Bí bàbá ò bá lọ ṣọ́ra wọn, kó jẹ́ ká fèsì nǹkan tó yẹ ká fèsì kí ọjọ́ tó lọ tán. Tó bá ṣètò ní opportunity kékeré báyìí. Ibi tí lédè yìí lọ sìn, is a long thing sir. Emotional intelligence ló ń lò fún wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. And bàbá pẹ̀lú ẹni tó wà lẹ́yìn sí, bàbá should act fast. Àwọn èèyàn wọn kàn fi gbogbo nǹkan gbogbo ìsílẹ̀ kó jẹ́ ká fèsì reality.
Uncle àti ẹjọ mo fẹ́ sọ. Yes, mi mọ̀ bóyá anybody notice pé nínú interview yẹn Wùmí nìkan ló jàre. She's the only saint nínú interview yẹn. She mentioned Naira Marley. She mentioned Baba. She stylishly nailed Adura.
Yes.
Lórí oúnjẹ, poison and all that.
Wọ́n ní Adura ló ń ṣe Indomie.
She nailed the north. So invariably she's the only saint. Where me I have problem with that interviewer ni pé kò béèrè technical questions which may be due to bóyá wọ́n ti sanwó fún àbí ó fẹ́ fi gbowó àbí it was.
ìtorí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe sọ pé ara wọn ló lọ bá ẹni àánú àwọn sọ̀kúta ẹni.
Sherry, before now there was no question to ask, but now there are many questions to ask. Wunmi said everything without saying nothing in that interview. Bọ̀bọ̀ tó interview ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àǹfààní láti béèrè ìbéèrè ọlọ́pọlọ bíi where is your
All right.
Then he was like, what effort? He said it in Yoruba. I don't know if you understand Yoruba.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so he said, irú àyàwó ló kó lawyer promise tí mo pè pé kó gbé nǹkan mú kó fún mi ní nǹkan mọ́ mi tó bá mi sọ wípé ó bí wọn ṣé ọmọ mi náà fẹ́ máa lalẹ̀ fún mi ni. Like I don't know if I can translate it in English. So he actually said, if like what effort does my lawyer have? My So my husband's lawyer has he requested for his son's properties, and he was telling him that he has a son. So like like who is his grandchild to start asking him to start dictating what he wants?
That's why you talk about the competition between
exactly.
him and the grandchild.
Yeah.
So he said to his son's lawyer, who is the grandchild,
to
challenge him
exactly
on Mohbad's
my husband's property. Yeah. But like this is one thing that most people do not know, and
hello Baralati.
Chance to talk.
Yeah.
Ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ nǹkan tí kọ́là tó pè kí boss tó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nìkan yẹn pé Wunmi lo emotional intelligence. Jerry, anybody tó bá wise tí ẹni yẹn náà dẹ̀ wà emotionally intelligent, I can bet you.
Okay.
Ṣé kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ? Okay. Mọ̀ pé Wunmi said nothing, just like Kid Boss said. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó sọ tó fi nail bàbá. Rather, èèyàn tó bá jẹ́ investigative person, Wunmi nail lára ẹ̀ ni. Because when you are talking, you never mentioned anything. You portray yourself as a perfect wife. That alone is a problem, is a wrong signal for anybody.